Hello and welcome to NoiseFromTheBasement.com. I'm your host Brian, the Grand Emperor, and today we're going to be taking a really quick look at Star Trek Strategic Operations Simulator for both the arcade and the Atari 2600. As you can see, it's nice and clear, crisp vector graphics, which was pretty common back in the early 80s. Really nice looking game. You can tell the Enterprise is the Enterprise. You can tell Klingon ships are Klingon ships. And starbases are starbases. Right there. See that? Perfect. We also have some really nice vocals. To me, they sound like Leonard Nimoy. I don't think it's actually him. I like to pretend it is, though. But this is a really beautiful game. The arcade version came in two different formats. You had the upright arcade version. You know, that's a traditional type arcade game that you stand at and, you control it. And then there was the environmental cab, which was also dubbed the captain's seat. Basically, you would sit in it, and on either side of you, on the chair, you'd have different controls for controlling the game. Now this is where I kind of get my butt handed to me in the arcade versions. This minefield thing, I'm not really quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing. And it doesn't go very well. And that ends my career as a Starfleet captain on the arcade version. I'll have to play it more often to kind of figure out what's what. Now we're moving on to the Atari 2600 version. And pay attention, it's not exactly as clear and crisp and clean as the vector-based arcade version, but you get the point. It looks good. It plays really well. It's incredibly fun to play. You can't exactly tell what everything is, but you can tell that's kind of a starbase. Little green mustard yellow things are your star bases, which I need to mention you can visit to boost your shields, give you more photon torpedoes. I mainly use phasers in both the arcade version and the Atari 2600 version, but there are photon torpedoes available. You'll see a red dash, that's actually the Klingon vessel that's going to attack your starbase the most, and then all the other little purple dashes are all the other purple triangles are the other Klingon vessels in the sector. That was the minefield level for this version of the game, for this port of the game that I just got through. We'll see it again. And this is the whole game. You roam around. This is some sort of, I don't know, meteors or comets or something, but the goal here is to meet up with your starbase and you get to zoom away. Yeah, that's definitely a neat feature of the Atari 2600 version versus the arcade version, are these minefields and star fields where you can meet up with starbases just to, get work done in your ship and go to the next levels. Of course, you gotta make sure you don't run into Klingon vessels. You also see something that looks like a flying saucer that I just blew up. I don't know what that is. Okay, here's the mine level for the Atari 2600 version. You apparently have to destroy that moving dash thing. But there are these flying saucers. They're bonus credits. It reminds me of Space Invaders in that sense. So if you're in danger, you can hook up with your starbase. It'll turn blue to let you know you've gotten supplies from it. And here, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's this nice level. There's little suns everywhere. You hook up with your starbases, boost your shields and everything, and you're good to go. And that sends you off to the next levels. And I'm doing really well on this particular playthrough of the Atari 2600 version. I think this is the furthest I've got. Of course, I do need to mention that I do have the Atari 2600 version, actually on the Atari 2600, I'm actually emulating both the arcade and 2600 versions here. So I have experience playing. And as I've noted in my article, the arcade version is slightly harder to come by. And here goes. Again, in the minefield, and I'm just hitting them left and right, and that's that. So now you got to see what the arcade version looks like and what a port version looks like. The Atari 5200 and Atari 800 versions look a little bit better. The Commodore 64 version looks really quite nice. The TI 99 version is kind of between the 2600 and the 5200 version. And I don't think I've ever seen the Apple II version before. I'd play the actual versions, the actual ports on and record them, but right now I'm having some VCR issues. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like the nice compare and contrast. I hope you seek this game out and play it yourself. I got these two versions from archive.org. You can play them right in your browser. And, hey, look them up. I'm sure you'll have some fun. Thanks again, guys. Be sure to check out my blog, noisefromthebasement.com. Thanks again. Bye.